What's good, everyone? It's your boy Jay the Way here again. Today here I'm in Bryant Park here in New York City in Manhattan, and this is a great view of the Empire State Building if you ever want to come get a great view of it. This is my favorite building ever, so I'm just vlogging, and I'm a guy that's really into skyscrapers, but I usually make some trips to visit skyscrapers, and the Empire State Building is one of my favorite ones. I have admired this building since I was like 7 years old. It's always been my favorite building because of I love Art Deco buildings. And you take a zoom real quick. So if you see the wings on the mooring mast, which was put there so it would be ensured that it was the tallest building in the world when it was being on a race with the Chrysler building nearby. They recently renovated that mast and it shines much brighter than it did before, and it's just gorgeous when the sunlight hits it. You'll have to see it for your own eyes. And the rest of the building's Art Deco features on here are just very gorgeous. I apologize for the shaky hands. I don't have a tripod with me right now, but overall the design of this building is very, very beautiful. I appreciate Art Deco. I love visiting it and seeing it every single time. It makes me really feel like that I'm in New York when I see this building. Alright guys, so we're in North 5th Street here in Williamsburg in Brooklyn, and you can see the Manhattan skyline from Brooklyn. And what's crazy to note is the Empire State Building was built all back in 1931, and the height, if you include the antenna, not just the mooring mast, is 1,454 feet high, and it still sticks out so much compared to the skyscrapers that are being built today. It just shows you how much of a engineering marvel it truly was back then. A fun fact to note is that when the Empire State Building was first built, it was built around the Great Depression, and it was nicknamed the Empty State Building because it was so big and most of the offices were empty and they couldn't find people to rent out the spaces. So that's a fun fact. But I'm at this rooftop bar right here, and it looks absolutely incredible at this rooftop bar. If you can find spaces in New York City where you can go up to a roof, the views will be absolutely amazing. If y'all ever come to New York and you see the Empire State Building at night, you'll see it sparkle like this. It's just beautiful. You know, what the Empire State Reality Trust has done with this building is they've innovated it quite a bit, and they really have made it such an icon in New York that it does so many special things, whether if it be the lighting, changing colors, or doing lighting sing-alongs. They've put a lot of work into this building. Alright guys, I'm currently at the base of the Empire State Building right here. This thing is absolutely massive. Can't believe it was built in 1931. It broke all sorts of records when it came to being the tallest building, biggest, most floor space, I believe. It's a beautiful building by all means. I believe the entrance to where people work is right here, but the observatory is around it. Alright guys, so this is the line to get in the Empire State Building Observatory. It's somewhere around the front of the building right here. It seems like the business has been picking up from the last time since I've been here. During peak COVID times, nobody was coming and there was absolutely no line at all, but it seems like a lot of tourists are back. The thing that I want to note about this building especially is the limestone that's used to make it, and it has red window panes and some teal colored windows. It truly gives it a unique look. It truly makes this building stand out in the New York City skyline. Alright guys, we're inside the lobby right now. Quick note, if you want to visit this place, you have to provide proof that you're vaccinated. And luckily, I didn't know that. So luckily I was vaccinated. I had proof that I was vaccinated, so I was able to get in. But there's an exhibit of photos here in the front lobby. Just gorgeous, gorgeous building. So right here is where they usually have a celebrity come, and they'll be able to turn on the switch right here, which is part of the lighting ceremony. As you walk around here, this is a scaled replica of the Empire State Building. It's the most accurate one made, and it's quite impressive. It's nailed down to every single detail. Over here you'll see some old photos. You know, it's a very old building. This is when they had those, I can't even remember, freedom lights, I think it was. This is before they installed those floodlights. Of course, you have King Kong. A lot of celebrities have been on the Empire State Building here. More photos. So these were the first drawings of the Empire State Building as it was being built. It's crazy because the design was actually changed while it was being built. And what they ended up, so this is what it was originally going to look like, but they ended up adding that mooring mast at the top to ensure that it was going to be taller than the Chrysler Building. So they were to make sure that the Empire State Building would be the tallest building in the world at that time, because they thought that Chrysler was going to pull a trick out of his sleeve and extend the spire of the building to make it taller. But hey guys, I'm not going to show off every exhibit they got here, but this is the King Kong exhibit they have here. It's pretty cool.
Welcome to the world's most famous building, and you get to see it built. Keep your arms and legs inside and keep your eyes open. See those hot rivets fly through the air? Nice catch, Lou! Get those planks out of the way, huh? Oh, hey, watch it! We're coming up here! Hey, fellas, one good bricks. Hey, Bucky, you gonna ride that thing all day? Do something useful, will you? Got it, boss. All right, we're coming up to the 80th floor. We're headed to the top of the Empire State Building right here in the heart of New York City.
Gorgeous view. The view of Lower Manhattan right here.
Ese edificio parece que es de puro cubito.
¿Viste donde estaban las torres que
Mira, papi, mira.
Project Green? Project Green?
फोन पड़ी છે Yeah, but you can see the end of it, right? Like, if you were up building like Central Park.
Alright guys, that's the tour of the Empire State Building. This is the Art Deco lobby here. They have a replica of this, and this is the Art Deco design and the artwork of the Empire State Building. This lobby's been here forever.